So the big news here is Brian Windhorst, ESPN, wrote a nice article on the .com, and it was about the Clippers clearing room and preparing for next year for the possibility of trying to sign two max players. The two players that they are targeting, of course, Kawhi Leonard number one. That's no secret because Kawhi Leonard, the Kawhi LA stuff has been in the air for the last 9 months now. Anyway, LA Lakers or Clippers doesn't matter because that's where he's from. But the other piece is also the Kevin Durant, and of course Kevin Durant, he can opt out his contract in Golden State. Sorry, here you go. I'm sorry, come here. So my cat can't stop meowing. Let me do a show today. I don't know. Kevin Durant could opt out his contract in Golden State at the end of this year. He's been signing 1-1 till every year's been there. And of course, so the Clippers are doing their due diligence. You have Lawrence Frank, the GM, or not GM. What's Lawrence Frank's role now in the Clippers? I think he's a scouting personnel, whatever he is, but he's part of the front office. He's been scouting Kawhi Leonard. He's been sort of like stalking Kawhi Leonard at Raptors games across the country. Basically, this article's focused on the fact that Clippers are positioning themselves to land two whales, Durant and Kawhi. And I gotta tell you, I'm friends with all Laker fans here, and they say it's no big deal, whatever. The Clippers ain't gonna do nothing to the Clippers. Let me tell y'all something real quick. These ain't the same Clippers, all right? These ain't your granddaddy's Clippers, okay? I'm not saying the Clippers are going to take over L.A. It is a Laker town. I go to L.A. every couple of years. I have a lot of family there, so I know the pulse of L.A. to some degree. I'm not saying I'm an expert in Los Angeles, but L.A., is a Laker town, but at the same time, I'm not knocking the Lakers there. But to sit here and say the Clippers are not a team to be, to fear, in the next couple of years, I would say it's asinine, and that's with having LeBron James for the record. The Clippers, for the first time ever, okay, I've been an NBA fan 30 years now. For the first time ever, they're stable. They're done with the rate. They long past the racist asshole owner and Donald Sterling. You got Steve Ballmer, who has money flowing from his ears. He's actually has more capital than the Buss family. Okay, so he has money to spend. Okay. They've gotten Jerry West now. Jerry West is part of this organization now. They smartly, especially in hindsight, you see the way they're playing now, they smartly, in hindsight, trade away Chris Paul, trade away Blake Griffin, let DeAndre Jordan walk. Okay? That didn't work. It was a couple years, a lot of people was good a couple years. It didn't work. It resulted in no conference championship appearances, no finals, obviously. The Clippers right now, and I'm not going to say they're not going to get they are going to get Kawhi or KD. I'm not even predicting that. What I'm saying to you is this: is that the LA Clippers right now, for the first time ever, are stable and are in position to get these two guys if the dominoes do fall in place. It is not far-fetched now. Okay, these are not the same old Clippers. Okay, I think it's a possibility that Kawhi Leonard will, if he does leave Toronto, which to be honest with you, even though I'm a Miami Heat fan, I should want him to lead the conference, but for the sake of the NBA, I hope he stays in Toronto because it's good for the league. It has some talent in the Eastern Conference, a little balance of power there. But if he were to leave Toronto next year when he's a free agent and turn on the 5-year max if they choose to offer to Kawhi, I think the Clippers are the number one destination for Kawhi Leonard. Okay, I don't think he wants to play LeBron and the Lakers. I think Kawhi is his own man. I think Kawhi will go there. Now, the big key here is obviously going to be Kevin Durant and what he does, because obviously there's so much speculation about Kevin Durant. You saw his comments last week he made about LeBron and about the fact that players don't want to play with LeBron because of the fact that not so much LeBron, but more so the media, the scrutiny that goes with it. And Kevin Durant, he says a lot of dumb shit at times. But what he said last week about the fact that players don't want to play with LeBron because of the scrutiny, that is factual. And the reason I know that is because I, living in this market, and LeBron being here in South Florida for 4 years, we saw that with Chris Paul. We saw with Chris Bosh and other players that got blamed for anything. LeBron got a lot of passes because of who he is. So there is a lot of truth to what Kevin Durant said. Kevin Durant says a lot of dumb shit, but what he said there was definitely accurate. So he was definitely on the ball there. Now, the question is, this is what I go back to all the time with Kevin Durant. Why would you want to leave the Warriors? You've been there 2.5 years now. Okay, you won 2 titles. You got everything you asked for to go to Golden State. You've gotten. You've gotten 2 titles, 2 Finals MVPs. Steph Curry essentially did the same thing Dwayne Wade did. Gave you the franchise. Okay, you're the best player on the team. So why would you leave Golden State? That's the one thing I go back to. And maybe this is legacy play. Maybe he said what he said last week because he wants to poison the well a little bit to assure that if Durant does leave and goes to, say, I don't know, the Clippers or the Knicks, whatever he wants to go to, that he makes sure no other potential stars, second-tier stars, go to LA. So it'd be, he can probably get them. I don't know, but it's just one of those things where I just don't understand. Why would Durant want to leave Golden State anyway? But again, everything, the NBA is a soap opera. It's a big time soap opera. I have a hard time, unless the Warriors don't win a title this year, which I can't see not happening. I have a hard time seeing Durant leave Golden State anyway. So my money's on Golden State, Durant staying with Golden State at least another year, at least to get to the new arena. Then we'll see where that goes from there. He's not unhappy he's not unhappy either in Golden State. So that's not to say that. I mean, I think people took the Draymond stuff a little too harsh. That being said, I think the Clippers are still a player to get 2 maxes. Look, if Kawhi leaves Toronto, he will go to Toronto. I think he will go to LA. But we'll see what happens there. So, but I see Laker fans, some of my friends, Laker fans, say, no big deal. The Clippers are a joke. No, they're not. They're not a joke. The stuff has a lot of legs to it. So that's that.